Hello everybody, this is one we're doing and found on the allrecipes.com website called Cheddar Baked Chicken. So first thing you're going to do is take a bowl and you're going to put in an egg and a tablespoon of milk and blend those together. And then in another bowl you're going to put half a cup of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of garlic powder, or in this case I'm using granulated garlic. And blend that together. And in the third dish or bowl, 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, 1 cup of Rice Krispie rice cereal, puffy rice cereal, and a half a cup of Italian breadcrumbs. And Italian breadcrumbs are called that because they have, I don't know if you can see, they have little green bits in them, which is some spices. Oh, my brownies are done. These are called Italian breadcrumbs because they have some spices and even sometimes a little bit of Parmesan cheese mixed in there. So blend that together, like so. And then I prepared a 9 by 13 inch baking dish that I've sprayed with cooking spray. And you're going to need 3 or 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I'm using bone-in skinless chicken thighs. So the first thing the recipe asks you to do is to pour in a 1/4 cup of melted butter on the bottom of the dish. I'm not doing this step because I'm using the chicken thighs. They have lots of fat in them already. If you're using the boneless chicken breasts, you may want to do that. The chicken piece goes into flour first. And then into the egg. And then into the coating. Press it on there. And then put it in the baking dish. Repeat. And then you're going to bake this in the oven until the chicken is done. And it's saying 35 minutes for chicken breasts, boneless chicken breasts. For chicken thighs, bone-in chicken thighs probably take a little bit longer than that. But you want to cook any chicken until you get to 180 degrees Fahrenheit inside, internal temperature. So I swear by my meat thermometer. I use it a lot. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of making sure your food is safe. Jesus, it's sticking too good. I'm wondering if I should have shredded it a little bit more finely than that. I think finely shredded cheese would have been better than this kind of coarsely shredded that I have here. Well, we're going to encourage some of the cheese to stay on the top here. Chicken coating fingers. Recipe calls for drizzling about 2 tablespoons of butter over top of them. And I'm just going to put a little bit because chicken thighs have lots of fat in them to begin with, so you don't really have to add too much. They're going to be very juicy all on their own. But I'll put just a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees. For these, I'm going to guess about 45 minutes until they are done. And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. There it is, just out of the oven. And it looks really good. We'll see how it tastes. Alright, here we go. Taste test. It's really good. This one's a winner. Nice and crunchy. You can taste the cheese. And the Rice Krispies cereal really adds a nice little crunch to it. Give this one a try. There's a bone in the middle. Yeah. Got a little piece. So. Here we go. The Max taste test. You like it? Yeah? It's good? Make it again? Yeah? Good stuff? Oh wait.